Up to 500 more landowners and households than originally expected have been warned they'll be affected by the high-speed rail project. HS2 is sending letters to residents telling them they'll need more land for the scheme, which aims to provide faster rail links between London to Birmingham. They insist most people will only face minor disruption. But, as Sonia Jessup reports, campaigners aren't convinced.
This is the letter we got, and it's got very little real information in it at all.
Fran Heron has long been fighting plans for HS2. Now she's got this letter, warning that the Ampthill estate in Camden, where she lives, will face temporary disruption, but it's not clear what that will mean.
Does it mean that we're going to have lorries coming in here? We've no idea, and we've got lots of children on the estate. Is it going to compromise our security?
And here's another letter. This one sent from the Department of Transport to Cheryl Gillen, Conservative MP for Chesham and Amersham. It says, in light of further design work, HS2 is currently exploring the need to acquire some additional land on a temporary or permanent basis. Up to 500 more home and landowners could be affected. Lottie Jones from Ruislip in Hillingdon has seen a letter saying excavated soil will be dumped somewhere near her, but she says HS2 won't tell her exactly where it will go.
I think it's typical of HS2 Limited that they're only just coming out with this detail, and unfortunately landowners, this will be the first time that they will have found out that their land is going to be required, whereas before they thought perhaps that they weren't going to be affected. And that just, begs the question, what else don't we know? Who else is going to be affected?
Just a few days ago, the government hit back over criticism of HS2. As well as faster journeys and new jobs, it says, it will boost the UK economy by £15 billion a year. But now critics say the latest changes prove that HS2's original plan was wrong.
Have you made a mistake with the plans?
Not at all. It is a development of plans. Plans are developing all the time. What would be a mistake is if we didn't write to people, but we have.
He tells me most disruption will be minor and says there are currently no plans to repossess more homes.
But you wouldn't be able to guarantee that out of those 500 we're not going to lose some?
Well, as I say, things will develop and go forward all the time, and people will be compensated and informed as we go. But as the plans stand now, there are none planned.
Residents say they'll have to wait and see what happens next. Sonia Jessup, BBC London News.